When I had nothing, nobody cared. Then one day, my life changed. The same people who ignored me suddenly wanted to be my friends. Hello, my name is Grace. I am 29 years old, and I live in Manchester, England. This is the story of how people treated me when I was poor, and how everything changed after I became rich. I grew up in a small house. My mother worked very hard. My father fixed old bicycles. We never had much money, but we stayed honest. I wore old clothes to school. Some children laughed at me. Some ignored me completely. It made me feel sad, but my mother always smiled. She said, "Never lose hope. Money can come later. Good character comes first." I believed her words. They stayed in my heart. After school, I found a job. I cleaned a small cafe. The work was difficult, but I never complained. I arrived early every day. I learned new skills. I saved every pound. Many people looked down on me. Some customers were rude. They thought I was unimportant. Their words hurt sometimes. Still, I stayed polite. I believed hard work mattered. I refused to give up. My dream stayed alive. One evening, I met an old woman. She owned a bakery. She watched me working quietly. She liked my attitude. She asked me one question: "Do you want a better future?" I answered yes. She smiled kindly. She taught me about business. She shared many lessons. I listened carefully every day. I worked even harder. Slowly, I became confident. My life started changing. Hope returned again. 3 years passed quickly. I opened my own bakery. The beginning was difficult. Some days were quiet. Some days were busy. I treated everyone kindly. Customers trusted me. My business slowly grew. Then another shop opened. People expected me to fail, but I stayed focused. I improved every week. Soon my bakery became popular. My dream finally came true. I felt grateful every day. A few months later, everything changed. My bakery became successful. I bought a better house. I bought a nice car. People noticed immediately. Neighbors greeted me warmly. Old classmates sent messages. Some invited me to dinner. Others called me their friend. I felt surprised. These people ignored me before. Now they acted differently. Money had changed their behavior, but it had not changed me. I stayed the same. One afternoon, I met an old classmate. His name was Daniel. He never talked to me before. Now he smiled brightly. He praised my success. He called me his best friend. He invited me to lunch. Everything felt strange. His words sounded nice, but his actions felt different. I remembered the past. He had laughed at me. Now he wanted my attention. I stayed calm and polite, but I was careful. A week later, Daniel called me. He needed money urgently. He promised to repay everything. I listened quietly. Then I asked one question: "Would you help me before?" He became silent. He looked at the floor. He had no answer. I smiled gently. I wished him well, but I said no politely. Trust must be earned, not bought with money. He walked away quietly. That evening, I visited my parents. Our old house was still there. My mother hugged me tightly. She smiled with pride. Nothing about her had changed. She loved me before success. She loved me after success. My father smiled quietly. He said one sentence: Money shows true people. His words touched my heart. I finally understood everything. Real love never changes. Real kindness stays forever. That lesson was priceless. The next morning I returned to work. A poor little girl entered my bakery. She counted small coins carefully. She looked worried. She wanted one piece of bread. I remembered my childhood. I smiled warmly. I gave her fresh bread. I also gave her milk. She thanked me happily. Her smile meant everything. Money could buy bread, but kindness fed the heart. That moment made me richer, not my bank account. Today, my business is successful. My life is comfortable now. Many people know my name, but I never forgot my past. Money changed many people. It never changed my heart. I still respect everyone, rich or poor. Every person deserves kindness. Character is greater than wealth. Kindness lasts longer than money. That is how I live today. And I will never change. Because true success is humanity. That is my story. Money can change people's behavior, but it should never change your character. The people who respect you when you have nothing are the ones who truly belong in your life. Thank you for watching today's story. If you enjoyed it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments, have you ever seen people change because of money? See you in the next story.